see
no,
flowers.
no.
You're killing me here.
No, that's
They're confused. They don't know what's happening.
yeah.
Don't worry.
They
this
haven't
is part
listened.
of the fun.
They haven't
they
listened,
haven't
so-
listened. Lately.
Try again.
They haven't listened.
Try again.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Two Fat Guys Talking Flowers, where we're always going to give you the good, the bad, the ugly about flowers. I'm Fern here with Joel, Ryan, and Mike in the office, and our awesome, amazing, esteemed guest is none other than Takeshi Nakamoto and Monika Miranda with Ikebana, flowers from Japan.
Oh yeah.
Hello there. How you guys doing today? Welcome.
Hello, nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you as
Very
well.
good, very good.
It's a great pleasure to be part of this podcast.
Well, welcome to the podcast. Now, you guys, where are you at right now? Where are you located in Colombia?
No, we are in Colombia right now, but we normally live in Japan.
In Japan. How's Colombia compared to Japan?
Well,
I think the traffic is probably similar.
very, very different.
Very different.
Isn't the traffic similar? Driving?
Well, I think traffic is similar everywhere when it's a big city. So, but well, traffic here is a little bit more crazy than normal. But yeah, if you get Tokyo on Saturday can be also crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I remember my last trip to Colombia was for the show, 4 years ago, 5 years ago? It's been a while. And we were on the bus on the way to visit Alexandra Farms. And as we're on the way to visit Alexandra Farms, there was nothing but traffic. It was stop and go, stop and go, stop and go the entire way.
Yeah.
But in the middle of that, as we were exiting the city, getting towards more where the farms are, there was this big merge. And this one motorcycle guy was just, trying to get his way through. And somebody got in his way. And he just kicked his way and kicked the car and just kept going. And I was like, oh, my God, welcome to Colombia.
Yeah.
Well, my son
Something like-
Ryan is actually starting to plan a trip to Japan. So it's great that you guys become friends.
I asked ChatGPT to give me a 10-day travel itinerary.
Yeah.
It did it. I mean, I didn't check it yet, but it's wild.
Nice.
Do you guys know or use ChatGPT?
Sorry?
The AI system out there, ChatGPT?
No.
Oh, man. That's the future.
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence. That's the future.
Yes, we know. Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
we know,
yes.
but I mean, I don't know. I don't understand.
These two guys here, these two guys are all in on it. They're bringing, they're helping make the Terminator.
Let's see. Yeah, of course.
So
It's,
if you don't mind, I will give a little bit of an overview
No, please do.
of the conversation that we're about to have.
Yeah. No, you see how excited he is? He's
I'm
excited.
super excited
He's
about
pumped.
it. You don't have no idea. I've been excited for 2 weeks.
Let's
already.
hear it.
So, well, I'm gonna read something that Maria, their sales and marketing manager, sent me today about their history. About our history, the dream of producing Sweet Pea is born when Tekashi sees in Colombia the land of eternal spring. Find in this wonderful country the opportunity to sow a wonderful product that can be offered all 52 weeks of the year. After many ups and downs in the process, begins to shoot in Colombia with two partners in production who deliver today this wonderful product to be exported mainly to the USA market. So what that means is that Tekashi and Monika have transplanted Japanese variety sweet peas from Japan from the greatest growers and breeders into some boutique farms in Colombia where the genius becomes the production is totally controlled by a really good farm. One of them that I know personally, that I know is a great farm, La Plazoleta. Uh, Pablo is a dynamite guy, and he's the one that kind of leaked the information to me and told me about it, and I've been excited ever
Pablo.
since. Thank you very much, Pablo. And we need to have him on too, by the way. Anyway, so they created a brand of Sweet Pea, I'm not even gonna say Sweet Pea. I'm gonna say Japanese variety Sweet Pea, because that has far greater value than just the regular Sweet Pea that you would find. The brand is pronounced Bijo. Is that right?
Bijo.
Bijo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bijo. What does that? What does that mean? Does that mean something in your language?
Yes, yes.
It's a beautiful lady.
It means
Beautiful lady.
Oh, I like the Bijo. I like that.
Bijo Japanese Sweet Pea. And from what I see in the brochure, there are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 amazing varieties.
yeah.
Couple of them I've never seen before, not from Japan or not anywhere, including the tinted. But I think my favorite might be the lavender or the Naomi. I'm not sure which one I like best. But this will not be what you see, the 30 centimeter typical in the market, maybe 40s. They have
Let it
40
go. Let
to
me see
50s. 40 to 50 centimeters. Most of the sweet peas that you see in the U.S., they come with 50 stems bunches. They will be bunching 25. So that makes it easier for a wholesaler or somebody to sell the whole bunch quickly instead of 50 stems. It's such a pain in the neck to separate them. But anyway, I've said enough. I would love for you guys to tell the whole story. Don't leave anything out. And I'm sure we're going to have questions along the way. But your story is remarkable. I've seen only this. I've been in the flower business more than 40 years, and I've only seen something this interesting just a few times. And you remember what we talked about when we had a Zoom last week? I told you about these American guys that went to Colombia to grow chrysanthemums in the 70s, and everybody said they were crazy. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, look what happened. So, now it's 2023 and you guys are doing something crazy. So we'll see. So thank you.
Congratulations on that. I think that's
Oh,
beautiful.
thanks. Thank you so much.
Before we get into your story, could you touch base on what makes a Japanese sweet pea that much superior?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, it's quite like it's very confidential information
Yes.
in
How
our
it
company.
is.
It's a that's a secret, and that's the how to say this like
Yeah, there is the Japanese has been always by history developing things, like improving things. They're experts on that. They have been doing it since ever. And they did the same with the sweet pea. They just create some special techniques that makes them better quality, longer lengths, and also they develop special varieties that make them different to compare with others. Basically.
Monica, would it be true that a Japanese grower or the family, because I'm sure it's a family of growers, that the family are more interested in quality than they are quantity? Is that right?
That's Japanese.
That's the concept.
Right,
That's
and that's unique because most other growing regions are interested in quantity.
Yeah, it's all about the square
Other
meter.
countries,
Yeah.
such as Italy, Holland, and UK, or I
Maybe
don't
United
know,
States.
maybe United States probably, and see for the quantity and productivity, and but Japanese CP, focus on the quality, try to focus. Try to grow the really neutralized stems from the one seed and there is a technique especially in the initial periods of the production that makes a difference between other countries, so that in the later period of the production we were able to cut the longer and thicker and stronger stems of the flowers. That's
But
Yes,
that mindset of growing is not unique only to sweet pea in Japan. It's pretty much anything that they're growing in Japan, and they want to do it better
yes,
yes.
and more
that's
unique looking.
yeah, that's something that is more like attached to the culture. Like in Japan, they everything has to must be quality, so and
Mm.
they are kind of special country because they want to develop everything that is suitable for the Japanese taste, which is a very special thing. So that's why the varieties are also different. The varieties of Japanese varieties are suitable for the Japanese taste of colors and shape, and they knew the sweet pea, but they wanted to make their own type in order to penetrate their own market. I mean, initially it was basically grown by Japanese to Japanese people.
Right.
Yeah.
That's excellent. That's excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen a Japanese sweet pea, ranunculus, or lisianthus, you're missing out. You really are. So please, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. Please, Takeshi, can you continue? Start us off. Where did you come from? How did you start? Where did this dream come from?
Yes.
You want from the beginning? So how we met?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
why not?
all the way to the
That's
beginning.
already a whole
I,
thing.
I entered the flower business 2013. It was 10 years ago. I was a buyer of one of the importers in Japan, and having the purchasing person, procurement division, and purchasing from Colombia, Kenya, Holland, some things. And at that moment, my wife here, Monika, was a sales manager of the cargo agency in Colombia. And actually, probably everybody knows that her cousin is famous for the
Carnations.
carnation breeder named Geoflora. It's Vitali.
Nice.
That's my cousin.
And also she has been in the flower industry more than 10 years at that moment. And she came to Japan for the basics.
We have a business meeting actually. And yeah, we end up falling in love at that moment.
Love at first sight on the business meeting. I like that.
Kind of, yeah. He's still saying that he just wanted to learn to dance salsa. But he's still saying that after 7 years of marriage.
Did he learn? Is he good at it yet?
Yeah, he's really good on that.
All
Actually.
right, go Takeshi.
He's
Right there, you
really
gotta put some salsa music for a while.
Then I came to live in Japan, so we decided to start our own business by then.
Mhm.
And it was a challenge because we start from zero. We
Actually,
didn't have
minus,
any
we
minus
didn't have
funds.
any money.
Nothing.
We have been getting
Yeah.
a lot of we get a support from the personal, for the money for the living, and it's a
Yes,
really
yes.
tough moment.
It was
And
hard.
like Japan is very strict country for the foreigners, and the visa to Colombian people was also the really tough
Difficult to get.
things.
Yeah.
So yeah, at the moment we need to get married. I mean, just
See, you're hearing this, no? He's saying that he got married because otherwise I will get back onto my
there was a
He
tough moment,
he
actually,
didn't want you to go.
around 2015 or something. I was in
Yes.
Ethiopia. I was in Ethiopia for the business trip, and but she was her visa was about to expire within months, and so we tried to find what is the best way to not to pay for the expense. How to renew.
How to renew, and I had to get back to Colombia and then get back to Japan
So-
again. It's difficult, no?
So we
For
tried to
Colombian
find a
people.
way, and we found a way to send her to Korea, because Korea and Colombia, there is a good relationship because of the war, Korean War, and during the Korean
Yeah.
War, Colombian army helped the South Korea. So for Colombian people, they don't need a visa for South Korea. So we let her go and try to submit the renewal of the visa in the Japanese embassy in Korea, but they denied
They-
that.
I had to go
must
because
to
Colombians need to get back to Colombia and do it from Colombia. It's
Oh
like we are
man.
the unique case, one of the unique cases that we really have very tough time with the visas. So finally, I get back to Japan.
But she needs to go back to Colombia
Yeah, it
first,
was
and
very
it
crazy.
was another month to be away from, between
From
each
each
other.
other.
And but she came again, and with a now business visa again,
Yes, yes,
right?
yes.
And
Mhm.
we we discussed, and I was also getting tired of procurement job at the previous company, so I wanted to quit, and discuss, and we decided to challenge our establishing a new company, but we
Yeah,
don't have
from
anything.
zero.
We have just like experience and ideas, and
Yeah. And
nobody's.
some friends supporting, like Pablo Torres from Transflora by then, and some other friends said, okay, let's trust on you guys, and we're gonna try
Yeah.
to find a way to do it. And when we start with the cargo division, actually, we still represent one of these big companies now, which is Siva Logistics in Asia. And then we decided to open our export division from Japan. Then here's where it starts the idea. We start to the export division, and the most popular product was sweet pea. And we became one of the biggest exporters of sweet pea from Japan to East Asia countries. But unfortunately, sweet pea was only 4 months. It's too short, and the demand was big, and people was asking, but why is it finished the season? What we can do, where we can find more sweet peas, and this and that. So one day we were having dinner. Actually, it was Christmas.
I don't remember.
I think it was one. I mean, it was one day we were having dinner with a very good friend. It's a like 90 years old guy. He has a lot of experience on flower industry in Japan, and Takeshi just asked him at that moment, "Do you think that this weather?" And we were trying to find the forecast of the Bogota weather. Do you think this weather is good for sweet pea? And he said, "Of course." And then Takeshi just told me, "What if we produce sweet pea in Colombia?" And at that moment, I said, "Wow, I think in Colombia we can grow everything." And then we decided to start build the project.
Wow.
So
Wow.
And so it
so
begins.
that was 2020.
Yeah, so it takes 3
It
years
took us 3 years
to reach the start line for this project,
Yeah.
the business. I mean, it just started this week, actually.
to export officially.
So officially it's exported. So
Yeah.
How long does this sweet pea take to grow before you can sell it and cut it and sell it?
How long it takes you mean?
The cycle.
Yeah, what's the cycle of the sweet pea?
In general, sweet pea has around 4 months cycle. Before to start to
yeah,
cut,
like,
it's
well,
short.
probably we are seeing that probably 4 or 5 months of the production
Yeah.
in Colombia.
In Colombia.
In Japan is only
Shorter.
3 or 4 months, because of the temperature. That the temperature here in Bogota is really good and stable. We are seeing that probably
5
we could
months.
do 4 or 5 months here in-
Yes. So and actually it's short. It's not so
But
long.
yeah, but it takes around 2 months
to start to
to
cut.
start cutting, start harvesting
Mhm.
after the planting the seeds.
Exactly.
So like one cycle is gonna be probably 6 or 7 months.
Here in
And
Colombia.
we need to disinfect the soils, so 1 month. So
And
probably in terms of land usage, probably 8 months or 9 months. Is 9 months gonna be the cycle?
Do you
cycle.
disinfect the soil using steam?
Yeah.
Steam?
Yes.
With steam?
Oh, yeah. The normal disinfection.
Hmm.
And you're growing in the ground, actually, in the ground.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, but the great
That
thing is it's
underground-
going to be all year round. That's
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
Maybe
the
all year
coolest
round.
What are
part.
the normal sweet pea months?
Springtime.
The normal
Spring.
sweet pea months in Japan would be from December to March only. Yeah.
That's
And
really
actually
that's
in
our
March,
winter.
yeah, it's a winter flower actually. Yeah. There's some varieties more strong during during winter and others during spring, let's say, but still cold. It has to be cold. So
I think the Italian and Dutch are like right now in full swing, like they're at their highest peak right now production.
they are the Dutch.
The
The high,
Italians and the Dutch is like at full capacity right now. There's a lot, but that will
I think,
phase out pretty quick. It will
Yes.
phase out
yeah,
pretty quick. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just another novelty flower that's going to be suddenly available all year round, and that's been happening a lot in the past few years. But this particular one is like so different than everything else because it's so unique and it's so rare
It
It's
is
very
rare.
It's very rare
in the
and
U.S. It's rare. Like if somebody buys Japanese sweet peas, they might maybe buy 2 boxes, 3 boxes because it's an expensive
yeah,
proposition. I think this pricing from Colombia because of the freight
will be a little
yes.
will be a
better.
little more stable and a little bit more affordable. And
Well, actually, yes. The freight cost from Japan was, I mean, actually, the demand exists of the Japanese with pea, but it's very expensive. The freight
Yes,
cost from
the
freight
Japan.
freight
cost is gonna
cost, yeah.
10%.
It's
10 is gonna
in,
really
from
like
Japan
we
it's
can
like
cut 90% of the freight cost.
yes, because from Japan it's costing around $8 per kilo,
No,
like
ten
more,
dollars.
$10
More
per
than ten
kilo,
dollars. More than
which
$10.
is really not so affordable.
No, and it's
Yeah,
We're
also
we're paying like
yeah.
$7 from Taiwan to
Oh
Miami.
yeah. Well,
it's not cheap.
It's very high.
it's kind of like that.
And
So it's
it
super.
got that high during COVID, and what's funny is it never came back down. It used to be
Mm.
lower, and they raised it and raised it and raised it, and now it's like
Yes,
it's stable. They don't.
it's yeah. But I think it's related to many factors. I mean, first was COVID, then the war started, and all these kind of things are affecting the freight cost. But we think that that was one of the reasons that we started to grow sweet pea in Colombia. It was to make it possible for the United States market to reach them. In terms of logistics and freight costs, it reduced a lot. So we think that it's very attractive for United States market, and it's our natural biggest buyer in for production of Colombian flowers. So it was like, I mean, too many advantages, and but the process was much more complex than you think, because we also had to convince our providers to give us the exclusivity of other products, to teach us the know-how, and also under the compromise with the Japanese government that we will not disclose their knowledge,
Yeah,
and the line, the varieties, and everything will be patented as a Japanese flowers. So we had to compromise to protect the Japanese growers of sweet pea. That's the compromise that we have. So
that
that's
makes
why,
total sense.
Yeah.
Makes total sense to do that.
yeah. So that's why at this moment we are doing this project only not with the Colombian growers, like also through the government, right? So
And you also brought Japanese growers to Colombia to actually oversee the whole process.
yeah,
Yes, we have an employee who comes all the way from the Myanmar. He also had a good story. He
He's
came
from
to
Myanmar.
Japan as a exchange student for IT, but he wanted to work for the agriculture industry in Japan. So he changed the jobs, and the last company that he worked for was one of the most prestigious sweet pea farm in Japan, and that company is my provider for exports Japanese sweet pea from Japan. And so we already start working for this Colombian project, and that farm convinced him and convinced that Myanmar guy that why not work in Colombia? We have this opportunity, and he said he like it. So we take him from Myanmar to Colombia via Japan. That's also
Nice.
interesting.
So
now
you-
he's here.
You see him if you come to Colombia for sure.
If you're gonna come to the Proflora show, you will meet him.
And
He's
he's
the
all on top of the all the production areas and the post harvest area for
Mhm.
those two farms for our two partners. We have a two
Mhm.
How wonderful.
partners. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that ensures the quality of Japan.
Mm.
So like 5
Mm.
years ago, 6 years ago, one of our providers in Guatemala told me
Mhm.
that they got together with a Dutch grower and a grant from the Dutch government, and they built this amazing cymbidium farm. They grow
Mm.
cut cymbidium orchids in Guatemala, Dutch style, really high end,
Mm.
good quality. And I was skeptical. I was like, "Come on, no way," because I've gotten cymbidiums from different countries in Central and
Yeah.
South America, and it really wasn't that good. And it turned out to be a genius idea. They have a different growing period, and they have more hours of daylight, so the colors are a little bit more intense. And the flight from Guatemala to Miami is 2 hours.
Mhm.
So the transportation is reasonable cost and very efficient. And I buy all I can get from them.
Mhm.
And
Well,
I visited the farm twice. I visited when they first started, and I visited about 2 years ago, right before COVID. I visited after they expanded it, and they have amazing variety. So what I'm saying that is because I think like this is like the next idea like that, because nobody thinks of cymbidiums, thinks Guatemala. You know, they
no.
immediately think New Zealand, they immediately think Holland. They don't really, or even California, but they really don't think Guatemala. And same for Sweet Pea. Like, what? Sweet Pea from Colombia? Nah, come on, you're crazy. But I think my prediction is you're gonna be just as successful, if not more successful in this, not making Sweet Pea only used for special floral needs like a bouquet, a bridal bouquet or something like that. I think it has a because it's more affordable and it's more unique than whatever else is in the market. I think it's going to be used like all the time in everything. I think florists and artists
Mm.
and event florists especially are going to be able to incorporate these sweet peas in a lot of other ways than the traditional way that they do it now. Wouldn't you say
Yeah,
that, Fern?
no, no. I mean, this is a game changer for events and
Yeah.
weddings in that segment. I mean, you're only able to sell a wedding with sweet peas, a few months a year. Everyone loves them. Everybody wants them. It's up there with peonies is one of the top flowers that is requested for weddings. So I mean, this year-round sweet peas. Are you kidding me? That's phenomenal. That's crazy. And you guys started this in
Yes.
2020, right in COVID.
Yes, it's
How
Yes, it was
difficult was
quite
that?
solid.
yes.
I think maybe we were stuck at home too long.
Yeah.
The lockdowns, everything was so messy at that moment, and we are thinking like, what shall we do? Because of course, there was a lot of panic about what was happening around,
Were you locked down?
and
Sorry, were you locked down in Japan or Colombia?
in lockdown in Japan,
Okay.
we were
Yes.
stuck at home
2020
in
is the moment
2020,
that
yeah,
COVID started, but
and
like it's for me it's just a problem solving in order to fulfill the customer's needs. So the customer, for example, my main customer is South Korea.
mhm,
They demand a lot of sweet pea,
well,
and the quality of Japanese sweet pea in April is no, so in March is not good because of the temperature is going up. Also, but these guys are asking more flower CP even though the quality is not okay. So it's what like I mean,
what's going
normally
on with them?
like how why is they so demand so much sweet pea?
Yeah.
So I was thinking of exactly the COVID moment. I mean, just started we have a lot of the quarantine and
Too much time to
on the
think.
terrace in my house, and like what about to produce sweet pea in Colombia so that we
All
can
year
produce all
round.
year round, and I quickly called to the one of the suppliers, which is the main supplier that I mentioned at, and that they are willing to help, willing to support my project in the future.
Mm.
So okay, then
Let's do
do
it.
it. Then we
Yeah, and it was very crazy because it was COVID. Then we wanted to have a like cooperation with the government, with JICA, which is the Japanese Japanese cooperation agency. They are basically supporting developing countries with the
financing
Japanese
the
finances, the
infrastructure,
yeah.
beaches, environment,
And
education.
we were well, we were a small company, and then we said, no, let's apply. Who knows? And then we applied once, and then we failed, and then we applied twice, and then they gave us the support for the feasibility study. And in the meantime, we were working with ICA, which was other long time we had to wait for the permission to enter the seats at the country, and then the permission to do the pilots and all this process that is very tough. And so we did it from zero, and we had to work. So we start to build a team here in Colombia, which is Maria Cristina is one of part of the team, but we build with more people that works on this and believed on this project. But most of the people will say, "No, are you crazy? I mean, how long is it
Yeah,
to
exactly.
to bring something?"
That's what they
And
told Peter Ulrich when he went to Colombia. Are you crazy?
then
Look what happened.
crazy, why are you
Yeah.
doing that?
Colombia bureaucrats,
No,
the
that's
country, right?
yeah, very special. It was
There's
hard.
no registration of the
Nothing.
Latinas,
It didn't.
Latas,
No.
in the
How much did it help the whole process in Colombia with getting all the permissions and the licenses to import the stuff of you being a Colombian, Monica? Did that have? You think that helped a lot? That you knew all the way to get around because
It
you're a
was.
Colombian citizen. It would help you get.
Yeah, I mean, actually, the reason that we are doing this is because we are Colombian and Japanese, so it's already like
Yeah,
a mutual cooperation
yeah.
for everything.
How
So
perfect.
from the Japanese side, we were pushing through the government, etc., from the Colombian side as well.
Yeah.
So fortunately, this is curious, but COVID was a correct moment to do it because a lot of things were like calm down, so people had more time to move forward with these things, and we had somebody amazing working here on that, Camilo Camargo, which is the general manager of our company in Colombia. He did an amazing job providing ICA all what they need to do the studies and all the procedures complete. So I think maybe COVID was more a plus than a minus.
Yeah.
And we also the chance to come, even during COVID, to Colombia to do the pilots with the Japanese engineers, and also bring the engineers from Colombia to Japan to learn directly on the field how is the growing sweet pea Japanese style. So it's 100%. At this moment, we have 100% Japanese sweet pea in Colombia, but they are 100% Japanese.
And tomorrow we're getting some shipped to us, by the way.
Oh, the samples are at.
Look at you keeping the secrets all to yourself,
Tomorrow.
Have you
Mike.
seen it? Is this your
Uh,
first
yeah,
time seeing
I
that-
them?
haven't seen it. I have not seen it live, but after I
Oh,
get my
man.
hands on it, every one of our YouTube followers are going to see it.
All three,
Everyone's
all
gonna
three
see
of
it.
you. I love
Yeah,
it.
Everyone's going to
Yeah.
see it.
We are sending candies this week, huh? Next week. So you guys will be able to enjoy them.
That's exciting.
It's a beautiful. and
Very
also
excited.
How beautiful, right?
I don't know who's more
Yeah.
excited, me, Mike, or Mama. Mama might be more excited. This is Mike's wife, Susan. It's her favorite
Oh.
flower. It's her favorite
Oh
flower.
my God.
And whenever sweet pea season starts, there's sweet peas in Mike's house at all times. She's the first
Wow.
one to go grab some in the back. So this is exciting. She's gonna love that. Now she gets sweet pea year round.
It's one of my favorite flowers to have on the inventory because I believe it attracts customers to buy other things along with the sweet pea. So I always want to have sweet pea, even if it's not sold. I like to bring it in on speculation and let people try it, let people see it. I'm excited. I told these folks, I want to be your man in Miami. That I am gonna work so hard for that. You'll see.
You won't find a harder working man than
You
this
will
guy
see.
here and the team that he's built here. So we're gonna put some work and some very good effort behind it. We're excited.
Yeah.
You guys also mentioned you have some exclusivities. Is this exclusivities on the varieties? Is this variety specific to grow in Colombia?
We own them. Yes, exclusivity on the varieties from Japan.
Mhm.
Yes, they belong to us. Out of Japan, they belong to us.
So no other farms can come and grow.
No.
It's patented and it's
It's not possible.
exclusive. Yeah, we have a
Beautiful.
contract.
That is beautiful.
Well, they
That
have
is
to
great.
have that. Otherwise, all their investments,
It's gone. Yeah,
It's gone.
everybody will
They have
move
to-
over there.
This is big. It's a little segment of the market, but I think it's a really big thing. I think it's like I told you about the cymbidiums. Like everyone was like, "Come on, no way!" And then you go and you visit the farm, and you're like, "Wow, this is like a Dutch greenhouse in Guatemala. You don't see that very often."
Right.
And a lot of money was spent there. And I actually flew in by helicopter. So,
Tiny little helicopter,
I-
as he says.
to the farm. So it was pretty. I just feel like this is going to be the next great year-round novelty product that the market is going to demand it.
So
for sure.
when is it officially like on the market?
Sorry?
We believe so. Actually, in Japan, we know the market of Sweet Pea is for all purpose. I mean, the funeral, wedding, or the retail,
Decoration, everything.
event, or everything, and for daily uses and the consumer bunches for all purpose, Sweet Pea is used. But we heard that, for example, in Europe or probably in the United States as well, mainly the very high demand for the wedding.
Yeah.
But sweet, not just for wedding. We have.
But that's
we
going to
can-
change now. That's going to
Yes.
change. That's
Yes,
going to change.
It can be used for everything.
I could imagine that because sweet pea price, especially from Japan, was so expensive. So I mean, people cannot pay for it, But if we can provide a very competitive price of the flowers by reducing the freight costs, of course, I mean we can have more opportunity in the United States market.
That's right.
So
That's the
I know United States is your target. You've said that, but are you planning to make this available worldwide, being
Yeah.
that you're able to grow year round?
yes.
Yes.
We are also trying to send Europe.
Yeah, we are trying to start with Europe
I'm
and
not sure if
about
we
Japan?
can reach East.
Can you sell it back to Japan?
We don't go to sell. We don't.
No,
we
no.
don't sell to Japan.
no, that's
We
one of the
don't want
compromises.
to make it complete.
Yeah,
It
because
conflicts
that's
with
that's
growers.
yeah, because the local growers focus mainly on the local demand.
And
Right.
export. They are also exporting to
They're exporting.
East Asia countries
Mhm.
mainly. Yes, I know.
So we are
some-
we are not touching that part.
Yes.
Okay, so you're not going to export to
Hey,
South
no,
Korea or any of
we-
those
Oh,
countries.
South Korea probably.
Yes.
South
Probably.
But
Korea?
only but only during the season that it's not Japanese
Correct.
season.
Correct.
So the
Okay.
Japanese season we send them from
We respect
Japan.
the Japanese growers' business.
Yeah.
Yes.
And only
Only-
competition is in
yeah.
United States markets
Yeah.
during the winter.
During the winter. And Europe, yes, of course, we want to.
We are not exporting so much sweet pea to Europe at this moment
No.
because of the freight. It's so expensive to Europe from Japan as well.
Yeah.
So,
So that's
but,
also a good target.
we believe that there is a demand,
Mm.
and if the quality is better than the local European sweet pea, especially during the very dark season, cold season in winter.
Yeah.
I don't think it's there have a lot of production, but we could supply.
Also, we're talking about totally different type of varieties, a totally different product, totally different line. So it doesn't matter if they have sweet pea. I mean, our sweet pea is just different. So
Different
is it-
textures, different
like it.
colors, different.
I mean,
Fragrance.
I'm looking at this here. I can't wait to see this. I mean, the variety called Yoshi, is that a natural variety or a color
Yeah.
enhanced? Wow,
Which
do you
one?
see that?
Yes, I
The
did.
Yoshi variety. I mean,
staring
that
at
is
'em for days.
Crazy,
Yeah.
beautiful varieties. I mean, I can't wait to see this stuff. It's gonna be great.
And do
Yeah.
you
All
expect
of them-
to expand on these varieties over time?
Yes, yes. For now, we're starting with this one, but later we are, thanks God, having the cooperation with several growers that they all have different varieties.
Mm.
That's the beauty of Japanese, no, right? Is also that they have different types of varieties depending on the farm, so we can have a bigger range of
And on
varieties.
our Zoom, you had mentioned that down the road in the future, you might also implement other Japanese varieties of flowers to be
Correct.
grown in Colombia. This is just
So
The
the
beginning.
beginning.
Mhm.
yes, correct. I don't know. In some moment, maybe 4 or 5 years later, maybe other competitor, maybe other growers start to produce CP or try to
Imitate.
imitate us.
That is not gonna be the Japanese one. That's the
But
only thing.
yeah, like probably the market price is gonna be go down in that moment if it's a competitor appears. But in order to be different, keep the differentiation, we want to have another line of the Japanese
Product.
products, which is exportable and which is really good demand in other countries, not only United States, but China or Europe.
What would be the next product you would put in?
Um,
Probably allium will be the
we
next
are
one.
we are thinking about the alien
It's
like
also a special technique from
Snake
Japan.
ball alien.
yeah, correct, curly
Oh
Curly's.
my.
Probably like,
You know what'd
Sandersonic.
be cool also is the crispy wave. The crispy
yeah,
wave leaf. Oh man.
yeah, yeah.
So
uh,
the good news is that you're going to be building a brand,
yeah.
Bijo, and you're already years ahead of anybody else who might want to come in and compete, and they won't. So the United States is very brand centric.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
price is important, but brand is a little bit more important.
correct.
So, as long as your brand builds demand and people know the brand out there, which sounds like you're going to the shows and you're doing what you got to do to get your name out there, we're certainly going to help you do that as well. Uh, Whoever comes has to develop their own brand. That's going to take a long time, even if they
Yeah.
have similar products. So I wouldn't worry about that. No.
thank you.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you so much.
definitely ahead of the game. Congratulations, guys. I mean, this is such great
Thanks.
news, man.
Thank you so much. That
We
is
keep on making efforts to fulfill the client's needs in terms of quality, the color variety and options, and also the quantity as well. Quantity for United States could be the most important. So as soon as we are confident with the quality, we will definitely start thinking to fulfill your quantity for your business.
It's terrific.
So we're gonna get our first shipment roughly Tuesday, right? We're shipping out
yeah.
Saturday, so maybe Monday.
Yes.
How many shipments have you guys shipped out as of yet?
This moment, this week, actually, we were celebrating the first shipment. Was this week?
Wow.
Yeah,
How
we
awesome is
yesterday
that?
we just had a really nice event. I can show you the picture
Yeah,
later.
we
It
make
was
an
like
event.
a very high top level ceremonies that with the ambassador
Of Japan.
Japanese here in Colombia, Japanese
Wow.
ambassador
Awesome.
in Colombia, and JICA heads, which is a Japanese
Yeah.
International Cooperation Agency head, who supported the feasibility study for in 2022. And Pro Colombia Vice President, the ICA people, and the Ministry of
Minister of
Agriculture,
Agriculture.
and Aspro Flores. I mean, the
Wow.
people
Wow, that's
gathered,
awesome.
and
Yeah.
we had a really
We had
marvelous event.
a special celebration because for the Japanese side, government side, they consider that was first in history, so it deserves to have like a commemoration day for that. So it was our first shipment out, and so far so good, everything. So you guys will be like the second or the third, I think the second. Yes. So
Can't
yeah,
wait.
you just be in the one of the beginners to receive this. Yeah. You're the one of the first ones to receive this. So
you get to know each other just on time.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
It was timing.
Perfect
Because
time.
Thank you, Pablo.
I'm a big believer in that. I'm a big believer in by meeting people by chance. You know.
yeah.
I was sitting here having a meeting with Pablo, and I was talking about like what's next, and then he starts showing me pictures of what's next, and I'm like, what is this? And then we started to get into the conversation. I was, it's really, 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 really smart.
Thank you so much.
Great,
Also,
great new addition to what comes out of exporting out of Colombia.
Thank you.
I mean, this is really unique high-end item that's going to be coming out of there. I mean, that's fantastic. That's game
Just
changing.
if any supermarkets call you to buy it, you have to hang up the phone. Done.
No supermarkets.
That's what happened. We developed a really nice business in the United States for preserved flowers, preserved roses specifically. And a lot of people who aren't necessarily florists, but they like to do crafty things, and they were making different kinds of websites to make home delivery of preserved roses, and also they were being used in like artistic installations and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And it was kind of an exclusive product, and it commanded a really good price for a long, long time. And then a lot of people started to manufacture them, and some of them were not good, and that kind of like took some of the confidence out of the market. And then suddenly you were finding these products in the big box stores, Costco and Walmart and all these.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden now, like, it's so you could just buy them anywhere, and you don't know what brand they are. And it kind of like, I believe, took a lot of the demand away from the traditional supply chain. And that's what happens when we bring an exclusive product and we start overproducing it and selling it at much lower prices because of the big demand, big orders that they give. And
it devaluates the product.
Those stores, they're just interested, to make a few bucks. They don't protect the integrity of the flower's value. If that makes any sense. Did I say that right? Because I use big words. Huh?
You did it. You got it.
Yeah.
You did good. Don't worry.
Yeah. So that's what I'm hopeful that, it doesn't happen with more of these unique products that are out there now that are actually getting a decent price in the market all the time. It's sad to see, and I used to sell supermarkets for many years, so I understand the business. I just don't understand how we as an industry can intentionally devaluate something that had a lot of value.
It's like sabotaging
yourself.
You're
shooting yourself almost.
It's kind of like what happened with hydrangeas, right?
Hydrangeas used to be important.
Very important, very exclusive, and now, hydrangeas is a commodity, almost like a pom-pom.
Yeah.
It's natural.
Yes.
It went from a novelty to a commodity. Exactly right.
So keep the novelty. Keep the novelty. Hold strong. Hold
That's
strong.
That's what we are doing. Yes.
Well, we're gonna share your samples with some high-end florists and event florists and wholesalers and see what they think. See what they think.
Cool.
Get some opinions from them. Can't wait.
We just started. I can assure that the quality is going to be even better after a couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
So just for the initial period, maybe we could not meet your satisfaction in terms of the quantity and also the range of the varieties, and then maybe some issue with transportation could happen. But please let it give us a moment of the patience, and
I haven't seen the first flower, but I know that we're going to be on board with you for a long time. We're going to be very patient, and we're going to go through it with you. We're gonna be the
We'll
one
learn.
that-
We'll learn together. We'll help
Exactly.
each other out. You know, and
Exactly.
that's you guys are building relationships out there, and we want to build a relationship with you. So patience is key in any relationship, and we're understanding people. We get it. We know their flowers. We know they're sensitive flowers. We'll help each other make it work. That's the best part. That's what I love about the flower industry, man. We're good people all around. So the breeding is all the breeding is done in Japan, right? No breeding in Colombia.
Green?
The breeding of the varieties.
Breed. Yes. Actually,
Here
Oh,
comes
wow.
some samples.
Oh man, look at that!
Look at that lavender.
Wow, look at the length on
Yeah.
that,
Some
man.
bijou.
Okay, this is
Bijou
everybody
indeed.
that is listening.
That's it.
They're
Look at
holding up samples.
These are
on the
12-foot
screen.
long sweet peas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That's more than 50 centimeters
Yeah.
with the hair.
we are having around 50 centimeters probably, yeah, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's terrific.
So what's the price difference for like our customers here from like a Japanese in-season sweet pea to this?
We haven't calculated any prices yet. We don't really know.
So what would a Japanese one? What do they
But
cost?
right now we're selling 40 centimeter Italian sweet peas wholesale, just over $1 a
Mhm.
stem right now.
With $1 per stem.
A little bit more than $1 a stem. We're selling it for. The whites get a better price. The white.
You're gonna make a lot of money
Wow.
because this one's had more than 45. It's 50 centimeters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
And the ones that come from Japan cost us
so
close
Japan,
to $2.
Yeah, Japan. No, a Japanese sweet pea trades like in the high $2 range.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
cost.
Yeah, cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. And that's what we're paying.
Yeah. So this will be somewhere in between,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
That's a beautiful sweet spot.
It's amazing.
Right?
So if anybody else wanted to grow sweet pea, anybody could grow sweet pea in Colombia, right? But they couldn't grow Japanese sweet pea.
No.
They got the exclusivity.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can grow the Dutch ones or probably the Italian ones, but the Japanese varieties so far are exclusive for us. And also the technique is protected, so if they want to grow, well, they can try their own technique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful good luck, Monica. Good luck to you.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. This is gonna be
Alright.
one of those nichey things that
I think yeah.
nobody can do. It won't be easy.
No, that's great.
It'll be-
Yeah, there is, no?
Yeah.
There- There is a farm in Ecuador that has the Dutch ones.
I think it's Dutch type.
Yes,
They
Dutch
have
type.
around 35 or 40 centimeters, but we can say that
The difference
our
we
radius
already
there.
know it. They're sweet pea, and it's not the same.
Actually, in theory, that Quito could get a better quality than Bogota.
Because of
Well,
weather.
Like temperature could be better, but
Should grow some on the farm.
When I get
Yeah,
some more
but-
land, in Ecuador, I'm gonna give you a call.
You can come try it out. You can come over and try it out.
Try it out over there.
how to say, it's not easy to follow and to
Mhm.
acquire the way.
That's
Oh.
why we found the right partners for that.
That's why even in Bogota
Like-
we could have this level of
Yeah.
the quality.
Yes.
Yeah.
And actually we choose the right partners like Pablo Asan here, that they could have the patience and they wanted to do it correctly and follow exact the instruction from the Japanese growers, because that's not easy either, like most of the growers, they want to do their own way, but this was like the compromise from their side was we will follow exactly what Japanese engineers
Follow
says,
that blueprints.
Look, when
Exactly.
somebody's
and
mastered
the-
something.
yeah, and the results is amazing. That's why, because they did a great job. They follow everything, every instruction. They were willing to learn every single step. So, and they understood that really makes a huge difference on the product. Yeah.
Amazing.
Man, I can't believe I have to wait till next week to see these.
Welcome
see
to the
it.
club.
That was a good
So you
surprise.
said you're going to be doing the show in New York City? World
Yeah.
Floral
Yeah,
Expo?
we are planning. Yeah, we are planning. Yes, yes.
We're planning to go to New York, and we are planning, and also we're gonna have our booth in Proflora, of course.
Yeah. I would like
So
to, if you don't mind, I would like to see if we can enter a couple of your varieties of Sweet Pea in the SAF Outstanding Varieties Competition in September.
In
I believe?
September,
In
yes.
September.
It's roughly the same time of the World Flora
It's
Expo.
literally the same days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'll be up there in Arizona, and Ryan and my son Casey will be in the show in New York. But I would love to. Maybe it'll be a cool idea to enter a couple of your varieties in there
Yeah.
and
That'll be amazing.
let's get some ribbons, some blue ribbons on the first year.
Okay. Let's do
On the
that.
Sweet Peas. I think
you know?
I think you'll blow everybody's mind that you
I'd
enter
be
some
happy to
Sweet Peas.
sponsor that. It's very expensive to enter into the SAF Outstanding Varieties Competition. I won't disclose the price on a public microphone, but it ain't cheap. For every variety, you have to pay a lot of money. So I would be happy to sponsor that.
Thank
That's
you so
awesome.
much. But
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited about
And
that.
if when you guys, I know, I believe there's direct flights from New York to Colombia, but if you do happen to take a flight that has a stop in Miami, you know, the doors are open, and we welcome you to come in and stop by and see our facility here. You know,
Sure.
it'd be an
Sure,
honor to
that'll
have
be
you guys come by.
awesome.
Thank you.
Either on your way
It's-
up,
it's not
on your way
that
up, or
nice.
it's awesome.
It's
It's
not-
awesome here.
You guys can hear?
Yeah, we'll be at Pro Flora.
No.
Oh, they froze. Can you hear us?
Oh, they froze.
Sorry.
Now reconnecting.
Our
All
internet was-
right.
There you go.
All right, you're back.
So yeah, I don't know if you heard me, but we would like to
Miami, right?
enter some of these into the Outstanding Varieties Competition at
Yeah.
SAF. I think you're gonna get a ribbon. For sure.
Thank you very much.
I think so. Who's gonna think that there's gonna be Sweet Peas in September?
Mhm.
Yeah, we are also going to enter to the contest of varieties for Proflora.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
of course.
And we are with Pablo, with Basani, we are pretty sure to win.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He said, this is too new, that must win.
Nothing's cooler than having a bunch of ribbons.
Man, this
Right.
is so amazing.
So we hope to get, even in our first year, to start to get the prizes of,
Yeah.
you know,
No, it's gonna
contest.
happen. It's gonna happen.
Because that also, you know, enhance our brand, which is what we want.
Exactly.
Yep.
We really want to do position it a brand. That's what we want. Because we're conscious that eventually people will try to compete if they found attractive this business. Maybe it's gonna take time, but eventually it will happen. But if our brand is positioned already as we think, as the shape of Japanese, the style, the type of varieties, is it unique, is exclusive. So we can be confident that even competitor comes will never kick out. I mean, it's already positioned, so they will have a hard time to
Yeah.
penetrate at least with the same. So
There you
we
go.
found we actually to be honest, we have been also trying with other farms, but was not successful because they don't follow our way.
yes,
If they do their way,
it doesn't work.
they don't know how to manage it, how to manage the sweet pea. It's gonna
Yeah.
be a jungle, and it's really hard to.
It's very hard that you don't get the size, you don't get the shape, you don't get the long, the lengths, you don't get anything. I mean, it's like yeah, it's a sweet pea, but never be. And the base life normally is very
I
short.
think it's
for those,
important is to work with for us. It's to
Mhm.
work with the correct partners who prioritize the quality
And
and
understand.
productivity and understanding the value of this technique.
yeah.
That's the key.
Like the only thing that's been going through my head is to quote the Mandalorian, "This is the way. This is the way. This is the only way."
Yeah.
Yeah. So we believe that we can keep on differentiate the quality even though the latecomers are jumping into the production of Sweet Pea in Colombia or Ecuador, we believe that we can keep differentiating the quality.
Mhm.
We can maintain top quality in Latin America, and we
Oh,
can
can't
produce
wait.
year round. Yes.
Can't wait. Can't wait. This is going to be an epic year. This is going to be a great thing to talk about. This is going to be awesome for the sales team to
So
have.
next week is gonna start to make some noise. You guys can make
Yes.
some
Yes.
over there.
Looking forward to it.
Pay attention
it's
to
one
the
of our
Instagram.
favorite. It's one of our favorite things to do is just make noise. So
Watch
this
the
is
Instagram. You'll
Then
see.
enjoy that.
exciting. Well, Takeshi and Monica, I can't thank you guys enough. Wow, thank you for sharing your story, and we're super excited to have you on the podcast. I'm even more excited to see the flowers. I can't wait for next week. But continue on your path. This is the way. I mean, that is 100% to you guys. Keep on doing what you're doing. Thank you so much for sharing with us today.
No, thank you guys for
Yeah.
having us.
For us too. Thank you very
It's
much
an
for
honor.
this opportunity. I mean, it's really excited
Yeah.
to work with
Yeah.
the United States market. Very excited.
And it's for us, it's an honor. I mean, you guys are very pretty famous, so thank you so much.
No.
Thank
Thank you.
for
Thank you.
We hope to have a long relationship, a nice relationship for a long time.
Yes, this is definitely the beginning of a long relationship. You're not gonna get rid of us that easy.
We're already married, but you don't know it.
It's
Yeah,
kind of like
that-
when
that-
you
that-
two met. You guys were getting married and you didn't know it.
You didn't
We're
know it.
married.
Yeah.
We're
You don't
married,
know.
but you don't know it
You
yet.
don't know
Yes.
yet.
Yeah, let's do the business of Japanese style. We Japanese style is that we don't have customers, we have partners.
Exactly.
For Japanese people, we have partners and we help each other.
We-
That's
we-
how
And
we-
that's how we
it.
believe.
Share winnings. Yes.
yeah, we share winnings, we share losses, we share everything. So that's the way.
Agreed.
Yes, ma'am.
Agreed. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. And
Thank you
have
for
a great
joining
day.
us.
We can't wait to send you some videos next week. It's gonna be an exciting
yes,
week,
please.
I tell you.
We were gonna wait for your social media update for sure.
What is their social media? What is their
They are.
so we can start getting their
Yeah,
brand out there.
how can people see the flowers, reach out to you?
We have in our website the Bijo social media. Well, I don't know how to share that. But, we have an Instagram account under Bijo Sweet Pea.
Okay.
Bijou Sweet Pea.
There's always as a Bijo Sweet Pea. And Instagram and also TikTok. So we are quite new, but we are
Yeah.
going to be
Gotta get on
and
it.
if you guys pull up something on your social media, for sure we're going to reply in ours.
Perfect.
Excellent.
So,
Excellent.
And you can find us also on Facebook.
And before you go, one last question.
Mhm.
If there was someone who was crazy like you guys, who transplanting a different product across the world in a country that you don't know if it can grow, but Colombia can grow anything, but maybe there's somebody else thinking of bringing another product to another country, God knows where. What advice would you give them?
What if it what? I'm sorry.
What advice would you give them?
Advice. Don't give up.
Yeah, never give up. Never give up.
This is,
You get success.
yes, this is a long way. And that is something, I'm Latin American, right? Latin American or American people in general.
Colombia,
Americans, we want everything now. We don't have the patience that Japanese people has. And that is something that I learned in Japan and from my husband is like, don't give up, just be patient. We can keep on going and keep on doing it until it works. And was 3 years, which is long. And finally we did. So yesterday was one of the most amazing days because
Do you have video of that day? Do you have all
Yes.
kinds?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
you
we
have
do.
to share that.
Yeah.
Yes.
we wanna pull up the social media as soon as we have all the material edit.
Pictures, videos, we have everything.
Can't wait to
So,
see it. You're going to get a new follower as soon as we're done, I promise.
Never give up. I think for me, it's like everything can be possible. If we make a correct effort. I mean, be patient. So everything is possible. So just be patient until we make a success.
And find the right partners, and also remember to be to listen, to not be arrogant, to listen to others, to learn from others. That's the most important thing, and then results can be seen soon. Eventually,
Awesome.
it will happen.
Awesome. Well,
Believe ourselves that we're gonna make it.
It's gonna.
And let's wait until that it's really make it real.
Yeah.
great
you.
advice. Thank you guys so much, Takeshi, Monica. Thank you so much for sharing your story. We hope you guys have a great day.
When the podcast is up, Ryan will send you the link so you can listen.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Definitely. Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Yeah. Now we would like to also put it in.
Yeah, for
our
sure. For sure.
video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Okay,
Have a good
great
day.
weekend.
You
Enjoy
too.
it.
Enjoy. Thank you.
Enjoy the drinks.
Thank you. Will do.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
All right, that was a
There
good
you
one.
go. That was good.
They were cool. That was interesting.
Interesting, right?
You pumped up. You're excited.
I am.
He had the fucking secret. He's not telling anybody that he's got the flowers already coming in.
Now the whole world's gonna know.
I'm here thinking I'm
Well,
giving
I,
up the
I had to
sauce.
fill out some paperwork.
I'm here
first.
thinking I'm not gonna see a stem of this for another year. That they're just getting going.
No.
That's
So when are they gonna be on the market like to sell?
So like they're just starting. So
So-
there's a little bit of production that they're confident to send it out,
But like,
and over the next year,
okay,
production will come into more steady, and they'll have longer stems. It takes time. This is a very delicate product.
right.
This is not something that you can.
Are we gonna? I mean, I know we're gonna do some videos and we're gonna do all that, but do we want to shout this to the masses? Sweet Pea is gonna be available year round soon, or
Gradually.
Okay.
Gradually. We don't want to have a mad rush.
Right.
'Cause,
Is
I mean,
this
this
is
is-
gonna do like you were talking the other day about the stuff coming in from Italy, like the ranunculus from Italy, how it like lost its
Totally lost it.
market value and everything.
Yeah.
Is this gonna do the same thing for Japanese sweet pea?
No.
No.
No, because
Well-
the Japanese has a short season
Well, during those 4 months,
to export to the United States.
wouldn't people like? Let's say you're buying
So yeah.
8 months out of the year, you're buying it
I would
cheaper.
assume it's
Wouldn't
gonna-
you just continue
I
to buy
mean,
it
look,
cheaper?
Shiggy is the number one guy exporting
Mm-hmm.
those flowers, and I'm sure that he's gonna have
I think he'll have less, right?
to
But
adjust his pricing a little bit to make it work in the U.S. But I think there's plenty of room for everybody. There isn't that much of it that's ever gonna be here.
Nor
you
do
know.
I think that much of it comes to the United States. It's expensive. It's not cheap,
Right.
So, he's talking on Japan. They use it for everyday use. It's something you bring to dinner. It's something you put in a commercial bouquet. I don't know if it'll ever. Hopefully, it doesn't reach those kind of levels here, where it's in commercial bouquets or not. But man, this is a year-round thing. It'll. And until
That's what makes it unique. That
until
it's year round.
Yeah.
The same as the Clooney ranunculus growing in South America. It's a year round thing. The Success ranunculus grown in South America. It's a year round thing. 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago,
You only had seasons.
you only had seasons. You had to buy them from Holland, or you had to buy them from Italy. Maybe you had one little small farm somewhere growing a few anemones and
Like local.
and just basic ranunculus, and they would be at 25, 30 centimeter lengths. All that's changing now. They grow. COVID, I think, the demand for flowers with COVID, and COVID itself, with the glut on the market, rose farms are now growing ranunculus
Mm-hmm.
and anemones and poppies and God knows what other things. It's really have it. The growers have, in order to continue to grow their revenues, they had to diversify into other products because there are so many rows available. They're overproduced, in my opinion, and they're all very nichey things that are not easy to grow, but a lot of people are growing them now. And the shame of it all is they brought the value of it down. They devaluated the ranunculus. They devaluated the anemone. They devaluated the poppy. They devaluated all these things because it costs less to grow it.
He's a passionate guy. He hits
I
the
know,
table,
but-
man.
I was just
Did I
pointing
hit
it
the
out.
table?
Yeah,
You-
yeah.
you-
You're talking with passion.
He was hacking and coughing. You didn't say nothing to him.
I mean,
Come
he
on.
only did it once. Sorry, I didn't mean to stop here.
Quit picking favorites. Ryan.
Well, no, actually, I gotta get
For
you.
real.
We turn your volume up. I tried to get you to talk louder. It's the sexy voice. It's too low
Sorry,
for
man.
our audio recording
Joel
system.
showed me a video. Joel showed me a video today, and I'm all in my feels. I'm ready to start an R&B group.
Yeah.
We're gonna take this show on the road.
Yeah, that last episode we put the music to his voice. It worked. It went well. Did you like
I
it?
loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
I loved it.
That was great. Good job,
You know what
guys.
happened? I was listening to it, and right in the middle, your mother keeps talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm trying to listen to this. and to rewind it on your phone, like it's almost impossible.
You jump
So-
like 20 minutes back.
yeah,
and you
I
only
have to
20
find it. And
seconds.
finally, I found it again. Finally, after 15 minutes, I found it again. And I'm listening to it. And wouldn't you know, she starts talking to me again, right in the middle of it. But it was fucking funny.
Funny as shit.
I
Good job,
bursted
guys.
out laughing. I knew it was going to come out like that, actually. I had a forecast that it was going to come out that good. We need to do more of that. That is, we need to do like a Christmas one. We need to come out with a regular. That's a whole nother thing.
It's a whole segment.
It's a
that's
new
the
business.
legit Fern
Business
show.
New business. We're gonna
That's
have to
the
give.
legit Fern show.
We're gonna have to give.
No.
Fern will record voicemails
You
for
know,
people.
you guys are doing that next gen cocktail hour. Maybe that could be the intro music to it. The Fern talking to.
What if it's just him with a microphone live and he's got
so funny?
It's like jazz performance.
Well, maybe. Listen, can we have that at Fresh Fest? Can we have that at Fresh Fest?
15 minutes with Fern.
Fern
Yeah.
White.
Yeah, why not? It's like meet the character.
Fernie White.
Meet the character.
Fernie
This
White.
is how you calm your customers down.
That's what he's gonna
Let's
be
have a
doing at
talk.
the late night spot. He's gonna
That'll
get
be
fun.
after hours. That'll
we
be
should
after
invite.
hours.
We should invite these Bijo folks to the Fresh Fest.
if they're ready.
If
If
we're
they're
pretty.
ready. To go back, eventually they might be in oversupply. I don't know if it'll be Japanese sweet peas, but I can just imagine that once other manufacturers see that they're successful with growing the sweet peas, they're gonna
The
be
only
like, well,
time that's going to happen is like now, where there's coming from Italy, coming from Holland,
Yeah.
coming from Colombia. If there's some from Ecuador, I don't know. I ain't never seen it.
I haven't. Yeah, I hadn't heard of that.
I think that there's never going to be too much of this, specifically this.
No, those things
Because
were
this
gorgeous.
is not sweet pea. This is exclusive variety Japanese sweet pea, which has a different shape,
longer stem.
longer stems, and can't wait to smell them because they're
This
gonna
one
have a hell
too.
of a
What's the
fragrance.
name of this one? Accusa. I don't know. That
It's a badass maroon color. Is what it
badass
is.
color. Is
It's a
what it is.
badass maroon color. No, so I'm excited. I'm excited about this. Remember what happened when they were growing the cymbidiums
Yeah.
in Guatemala? What happened? I jumped on a plane. I had to go there right away. I had to see it.
Are
This
they
is
out
the
of
same
season?
thing.
Are they out of season right now?
No, we got a shipment leaving today. They're trying to have 12-month productivity, and they're messing around with the shading and the lighting. They're messing around with it, and because they were doing that, it caused a hard dip in production where everything was spiked, but it wasn't blooming.
Oh, that's terrible.
But now it's blooming. And so I think we have like 50, 60 boxes coming.
Good. We can use that. Let me tell you.
Yeah. It's a dramatic difference between the stuff we bring in from Holland.
Yeah.
For me, it's a big difference.
You should have seen the stuff I saw today. It was tiny. Had
Yeah.
8 blooms. Had 8 blooms, but it had the height of. Can I say that? Of a
No.
little person.
You can't say.
You can't say that.
Can you say dwarf?
Yes.
Yes.
I can say dwarf or little person. Can I say
Yes.
little person? or
For
is
some
that the
reason,
meaning?
when you both say it, it sounds wrong. But
Yeah.
technically, yes.
I saw a
It has the height of a
little
not so
person
tall
comedian on TikTok. He's hilarious.
He's a white guy?
Yeah, he's a white guy.
Yeah, I've seen him.
A white little person.
Yes. I've
He's
seen him.
funny.
He's like blondish.
I didn't check out his hair, man. But he's funny.
Yeah.
But he's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also watched that show.
What show?
I used to watch it anyway. It's about the
Little people.
yeah.
Oh, it's like My Big World or something like that.
Little people, big world.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
a bigger
Yeah.
lover.
I used to watch that.
Yeah.
They lived on a farm and stuff. It's pretty cool.
That was
I
during
just
your
know.
reality TV days.
Yeah.
Do we have a Joel movie review this week?
We kind of do. Yeah.
Did
we
you
do.
watch what Zoe suggested?
Yeah. Swiss
Family Robinson.
So I saw the movie. It's 2 hours long, and I saw it right after I came from the gym.
At midnight?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was up to like
Computer kids.
2:30, 3 a.m.
It's a procrastinator's
Do you
lifestyle.
only work out at the gym, or like you talk with people?
No,
and
I work out.
Hit on girls and stuff like that.
Have you seen
Yes,
this guy? This
but
guy
I do work
hasn't.
out,
This
though.
guy doesn't walk by a mirror. He doesn't check himself out. This
I
kid's
know.
flexing it.
Maybe that's why he goes to the bathroom so much. Are you staring in the mirror?
No, I'm using the bathroom.
Take that mirror out of there.
I drink a lot of water. You have to though.
Mm.
But yeah, so I saw it.
What'd you think?
So I can see why
Who's the lead character?
I don't know any of the names. I guarantee I don't know any of the names because
Joel, you remember that
This
you're
is-
trying to save this
this
segment
is
right
my
now.
I know, but
segment.
let me get
This is
into
my
it.
favorite.
But let me
segment.
get into
this
it.
segment, please.
No,
This is
this is
such a-
hilarious.
We're redeeming it right now.
He doesn't know the name of the main character.
That's the point.
Let me
you
get.
can't watch a movie
It was-
at 2 a.m.
Let him
and
try.
to
Let him
remember
try.
anything.
Let him try.
So I can see why she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," because I thought it was gonna be a cartoon movie because it's a
Yeah, it's an
it's
old
a Walt
school
Disney movie. So I'm like, "Oh, it's a cartoon movie," and it's so boring from the beginning.
Yeah. I've actually never seen
I
it.
tried
I've
to-
never seen
Yes,
it.
you have.
So it's a
I don't remember ever watching it. I saw the when I looked it up, I was like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna watch
So
that.
I
When
paid-
you were little, if you were flipping channels and it came on, your mom would have said, "Leave that on."
So I
Leave
paid
that
like
on.
$3 for it, but I didn't know it was on it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I just paid it on YouTube. And
Give him $3.
no, but it was
He asked for a
Can
refund.
you
He asked Google
explain
for a refund.
What the movie was about?
so it's a Swiss family that were on their way to
This sounds
Australia.
like college cliff notes, if you ask me.
They were on their way to Australia, and
Does he
then
got
they
it
went through a
written on
storm.
his hand?
So they're on their way where?
So they're on their way to Australia, and they got into a storm, and they were stranded on an island, and they pretty much have to
Build a shack.
build a shack, build farm. Just they lived on that island.
Remember
Where-
that?
where were
What
they-
was
where
that?
were
They
they from?
survived on the island.
Where were they from?
Swiss,
Okay,
Switzerland.
that was a test.
That was a
It's
good one.
Swiss.
That was a good one.
Swiss Family Robinson.
Switzerland, right?
It's kind of like that cartoon. What was the cartoon on Nickelodeon that the family lived in the jungle?
George of the Jungle.
No.
George
George
of the Jungle. Look out for that
Thornberries?
tree.
The Thornberries.
Thornberries.
That's like a kind of crude version of that.
Do you know George of the Jungle?
Yeah, I know that, but not whatever you said.
I used to love that
You
cartoon.
didn't never watch the Thornberries?
George of the Jungle is
No,
a great
before his time.
cartoon.
That's before his time. That's because when he was
Hello.
like when he was like 3, all he
Dick
watched was
Dastardly.
I watched SpongeBob, man. That's my thing.
SpongeBob and anime.
Connor likes
Dragon
SpongeBob,
Ball Z.
didn't he,
A
Ryan?
lot of anime.
Connor likes
Yeah,
SpongeBob.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what do we think? Did he
But-
redeem himself?
I think we got to keep this segment going. I think we're gonna give him a better.
I think we got to
movie.
give him a movie that actually is gonna like.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking. He's got to get something he's gonna
Yeah,
remember.
something. That
Yeah,
you
I need
like,
something
something
good.
like- I want you to watch. I'm gonna give you a great.
Did you
old-
watch the new Marvel movie?
No, he's got to watch old movies.
the Ant-Man movie.
Yeah.
I saw it.
He's got to watch
He
movies
watches
that
all
are
the
not
Marvel
from his
movies,
days.
that's why.
No,
I
I
see.
not all of
He
them.
needs to
but-
watch a movie that's not from his from his time.
What have you seen Beverly Hills Cop?
Yeah.
I
My
mean,
grandma.
yeah,
I used to watch that a
okay.
lot.
What about 48 Hours?
No,
Okay.
Oh, that's
Eddie
a good
Murphy,
one.
48 Hours.
I love
a
Eddie
good
Murphy,
one.
so I'll
Yeah.
watch that.
Okay.
Eddie
Eddie
Murphy,
Murphy,
48
48 Hours.
Okay.
You're gonna have to sing the song that he sings in the movie.
Okay.
Write this down. Don't forget.
48
if
hours,
you're not
48 hours.
singing to next week,
I gotta
you
sing it. Like I gotta know the.
The
You gotta
song that
sing
he
it.
sings in the jail scene.
Okay.
You have to sing that song.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
Write it down. Don't forget. Text yourself.
Don't forget, take a mental note.
I will. We'll have to review this podcast
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah.
We're gonna
It's
hear it.
excellent.
All right. What else we got, Ryan?
That's it?
No, we didn't get any emails. We only got
We got a picture in the emails.
we did get a picture. Go Erin with
Yeah.
her fatty
I
hat.
like that picture with the rainbow roses.
We're
She
gonna
was
we're gonna
smiling.
share it. We're gonna share it.
Yeah, Erin
So.
did good.
And because she sent us a picture, we're gonna give her more fatty gear just because she.
Mm.
Oh,
So
look
she
at
getting
that.
a-
We're gonna bribe
A
people.
You're gonna
scotch
make-
glass and all
You're
that.
gonna make people
Maybe.
jealous.
Yeah,
You're gonna
maybe.
make them jealous.
So anybody that sends us a picture,
We're gonna do a segment from next gen, right? do a podcast section from there, we got to. Even if it's, just
Do something.
people in the
Yeah, we'll do
hallways,
something.
just grabbing people in the hallway and talking to them. We got to do one
When is that?
in June.
June.
11th or June 12th and 13th, something like that.
Hmm.
All right.
I got to fly down on my birthday.
Birthday. Big
It's
60.
your birthday.
I was.
All he wants is I can't say that. Mama will stab me.
She wants the Louis store.
Yeah, she definitely does. All right, we're signing off. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. This has been another awesome episode of Two Fat Guys Talking Flowers, where we're always going to give you the good, the bad, the ugly about flowers. Fern,
Today
Joelle,
was a good
Ryan,
one.
Mike, it's been a great day. Thank you.
That was a little Kermit the Froggy.